it safe to be intimate during COVID? That's right. Can you do the thing? Bow, chicka, bow, bow. The wild thing. Get it on. Is it safe to do that during COVID? I know you're wondering. I've been wondering. Everybody's wondering. You've asked me also. So I'm talking about it today. And by the way, when I say the word intimacy, that's really code for that 3-letter word that begins with S. Okay? Just so you know, I'm doing that because I don't want YouTube and Facebook and all the platforms I post this on to remove it or say it's inappropriate content, because it's not. This is totally appropriate because as a family doctor, I talk about everything that relates to our health and our bodies and our minds. And intimacy is a very important aspect of our life. And COVID is the pandemic that we're in right now. First of all, big shout out to the New York City Department of Health, who recently released guidelines about this. And I've kind of used their guidelines as a template. Many other city departments have released guidelines about intimacy during COVID, so check those out. Can you be intimate during COVID? Well, the first response I have to that is that you, and that's right, you are your own safest intimacy partner. You are your safest partner, right? Do you get that? You're reading my mind, you're reading behind the lines, between the lines. Y'all got me? Y'all following me? Being intimate with yourself, exploring, being adventurous, that's honestly the safest way, right? Because we know that COVID can be transmitted through person-to-person contact, through exchange of upper respiratory droplets, things that come with talking and sneezing, coughing, even heavy breathing and things of that nature. So you are your safest intimacy partner. That's the first thing you should know, okay? Second thing is you say, okay, well, thanks, Dr. Jen, but that's not really what I had in mind and not really what I'm asking. Okay, I know, I'm getting there. The second safest intimacy partner is someone who already lives in your household. So for those of you who have written me asking me, is it okay to be intimate with my wife, my husband, etc.? If you live in the same household, you've both been healthy, carry on, okay? The second safest option is being intimate with someone in your own household that you already live with and that you're already with. Now, the third question, which is for people who may be single, ready to mingle, or people who are online dating, or any of this stuff. The third option is for those who may consider intimacy with people outside of their household. If you consider intimacy with someone who does not live with you, here are a few things to keep in mind. One thing they recommend is having as few partners as possible. Fewer partners generally means less risk. So as few partners as possible. And you want to pick people that you trust. And along those lines, you want to evaluate your risk. Are you at higher risk for COVID complications if you were to contract it? Is your partner at high risk if they were to contract it? And these are things you should talk about. You should talk to them about COVID-19 very honestly and openly, just as you may talk about other things, STDs, etc. Ask them if they have any symptoms or have recently had any symptoms of COVID. Ask them if they've been tested for it or if they've had COVID. And remember, we always talk about asymptomatic infection and spread. Just because someone doesn't have symptoms doesn't necessarily mean they don't or haven't had COVID. So keep that in mind. As always, use protection. We want protection to be used for so many different reasons, not just COVID, but that's important here too. And remember, kissing can spread COVID. So consider wearing a mask. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound romantic. I get it. And I got the visual. I get it. But remember, that is a way to potentially lower transmission risk that way. Finally, consider having some hand sanitizer on hand. Yep, I said it. You know what? You can have it right next to the nightstand. Your mask, so you can put on your hand sanitizer, everything you need, okay? It may sound a little quirky and a little strange and maybe not so romantic, but guys, these are some things that really will help us all stay safer. This message is in by no way a message to encourage you to engage in intimacy. This is just to inform you about what some different options are and what different risk levels are so that you're informed. Many people are deciding not to be intimate with other people during this time out of concerns for COVID, and that is perfectly okay. Guys, I hope this was helpful. Oh, and if you're interested in sending stars, you can find those right underneath each video if you watch them on my page. Remember, I answer your questions first. Please share this video with anyone you think might benefit from it. And don't forget to like and follow my page because I do videos every single day. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. I will talk to you soon.